Hey everyone, this is Wes from Riding Hood Solutions coming at you with another weekly scam update. So let's get right into it. So have you ever gotten a text message that says something really simple like hello and that's it? So there are a few different possibilities with what this can actually be. Possibility number one is that this is just an innocent wrong number mistake. Or maybe it's just a long lost friend that got your phone number and they're just trying to make contact. Those are possibilities. What's more likely anymore is that it's a scam, and it could be one of a few different possibilities. Number one, this could just be an attempt by a scammer to see if your phone number is active. If they know they have an open number, then they can start directing scam messages and phone calls to that number. That's why it's so important not to interact with one of these text messages, even if you want to start messing with the person on the other end. So possibility number two, yeah, they might want to see if the line's still active, but also they might want to try to start eliciting personal information about you, right? Let's say they say hello, and then right after that, they want to say, oh, is this John Smith from whatever high school in whatever town that used to live at this address? Well, if you say no, and then you start giving them your actual information, now they're starting to put together a picture about who the person on the other end of this line is. After that, they can take that information and then put together a social engineering attempt in order to possibly commit identity theft against you. Possibility number three is a little more nefarious in my opinion, and that is a romance scam. So romance scams are especially dangerous to the elderly population. Older people kind of come from a generation where they didn't have to worry about things like scam text messages and things along those lines so much. So what happens here is they get that message that says hello, and then next thing you know, the person comes back with, well, hello, or something like that. Now the person on the other end is starting to say things that are going to be a little more flattering, right? Like, oh, you sound like a really nice person. Oh, you sound like a really buff dude. Things along those lines. They're hoping you're going to come back with something like,
oh, thank you. They say that in Scotland.
Then they start working your ego and all that stuff. Next thing you know, they are all up in love with you, even though you've never actually met this person. You're getting catfished at this point, right? From there, they're going to work a few different possibilities. Maybe there's going to be some kind of scenario in which they need to be rescued. They're stranded at the airport and they need $200 because they aren't going to be able to fly home otherwise. Their mom's sick and they need money for a cab somewhere. I even saw one of these one time where a guy thought that he was interacting with a celebrity, and this very well-known celebrity was telling him that they were going to basically run away and get married with him. But they needed $200 at the time, right? Okay, if you're living in Hollywood and you're like a famous movie star, you probably don't need $200 to get unstranded from the airport, okay? I know that sounds like a common sense scam to most of us, but there are people out there that are falling for these things. And since there are people falling for these things, there are plenty of criminals out there that are more than happy to take advantage of that situation. So what do you do if you do get that text message that says hello? First of all, don't answer them. You don't want to let the person on the other end know that you have an active phone number. Second of all, if there's a link in there, do not click on it. It could be an attempt to get you to download malware on your device. Third, block the phone number. You can also forward the message to 7726, that's spam, and what that will do is alert your phone provider that this is a malicious phone number. And if you do all that, you should be in pretty good shape. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate the support. Let us know if there are any other scams that you've gotten in the past that you'd like us to report about. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.